Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, I want to talk to you about the number one thing that I believe most inexperienced salespeople get wrong about sales. I will give you several examples in this video of what I mean by this. However, I'm going to say right up front, a lot of people believe, if they have inexperienced training, that sales is about solving a problem. And that is absolutely true. You need to solve a problem in order to have somebody want to buy a product from you. However, what you need to understand is in order to solve a problem, you have to first find that problem. So your role as a salesman is to be a problem finder. Now, I learned about this method. Let me see if I can show up on here. Trainings from a guy named Michael Oliver, who has a course called How to Sell the Way People Buy. And then if you know Jeremy Miner, who has NEPQ, I bought into that. A lot of his stuff comes from Michael Oliver. Now, he might not admit that, but I've been through both courses. They are literally identical in a way. But Jeremy's way of explaining it is more modern, and there's a lot more information than Michael Oliver. So if you're in sales, I highly recommend joining NEPQ by Jeremy Miner. It's a couple $1,000s, but it's been worth every penny, okay? So the idea here then of trying to find problems. So I live in a brand new neighborhood right now called Solera in Florida, in Lakewood Ranch, Florida, okay? So quite often I will get people maybe once every like 2 weeks that come to my door and try to sell me pest control. Oh my God, I love talking to these people because it allows me to see how experienced most fucking people are when it comes to sales, okay? So I am someone who works for myself. I'm a marketer, so I deal with selling stuff online. And because I work for myself, I have to get good at selling. So I like listening to these people try to sell me stuff because I can see what they're doing and what they're not doing. Every single company and guy that has came to my door, not a single one of them has asked me if I like my current pest control company and what I would change about it. All right, and that's important. A lot of them will sit here and they will say things like, hey, here's the pest, is this your pest control company? I'll be like, yeah, well, okay, well, they only come out every 90 days, but we come out every 60 days, and we like doing stuff out in the grass, so we put like a wall 3 foot high, 3 foot out. They use chemicals, we use plant-based stuff, so it's not going to kill your grass, blah, 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 and I don't care. Why is that? Because, excuse me, I'm drinking an energy drink, because I don't care. Because I pay for the top like pricing package for pest control that I can get. So as far as problems go, if I ever had a problem, I could just call my pest control company and they'll come out and they'll fix it. That's why I'm paying that. Now, but they wouldn't know that. So they could have qualified me right from the get-go by asking problem-finding questions. So I'm going to give you 2 examples in this case of what a problem-finding question is, okay? So first things first, if they were to talk about pest control, they might have said something like, hey man, hey, do you have pest control right now? And I'd be like, yeah, I do. Well, oh, what company do you have? Oh, I'm using, I think it's called All My Pests or All My Needs Pest or something like that. I don't know. Something pest, okay? We'll just say get rid of your pests. So, okay, yeah, I'm using this company called Get Rid of My Pests. And now here's the first question they should have asked. Yeah, awesome, man. We've heard about them. A ton of people in this neighborhood actually use them. What do you like about them? Now, so what do I like about my pest control company? So the answer to this question right here, I'm going to tell them what I like about this company, which gives them things to talk about inside of their actual sales pitch. Now, after that goes by, I would say something like, oh, you know what, but you get that confused. You say, hey, it sounds like things are going pretty great for you right now with the current company that you have. I mean, you even just said that you're paying for the maximum like tiered structure. Is there anything that you would, I guess, change about your current company or maybe what they do for you? So you see what I did there? Is there anything you would change about what your company does? Okay, so that is a problem-finding question, because now if there was something that I would change, I'm qualifying myself because there is. I have had 2 black widows in my house in the past 3 months that I've lived here. So one was in the garage, and then one was in the kitchen. Now, I'm a 29-year-old guy in a wheelchair, and I have a beautiful long-haired European German Shepherd. So, as you can imagine, it's very difficult for me to try to kill stuff. I can't use my left hand. And that becomes a major health hazard, having a fucking black widow in my house. So, I would have answered, yeah, actually, I'm paying like $270 or something every like 3 months, but yet I'm having so many spiders still come around the house, and I got 2 black widows inside of the house, and not to imagine all the normal house spiders and daddy long legs and spider webs that get around the patio on the back and anywhere else. So because they asked me that question, I will then tell them the problems or what I would change about this company. I don't like the fact that I'm still getting fucking spiders all over my house, whether they're poisonous or not. That's a problem. And then they could talk about, then ask me a question like, okay, so, all right, so other than the spiders, which seems like a really big problem, man, that sucks. Is there anything else you would change, or you just kind of the spiders? So by asking, is there anything else that you would change, okay, on top of the spiders, if I have more concerns, then I'm going to tell them other problems that I have, okay? Now that's just the surface level. Oh my God, I have spiders and it's annoying, right? So let's go back to that example. Well, I pay for this like top tier pest control company, or I pay for like the top tier service, but yet I'm still dealing with spiders like all the time, dude. It's just fucking annoying. Like I want them to go away. Oh, okay. So spiders, man. You just said it's annoying. What about that's annoying, right? So you see, I'm asking deeper level questions. Okay. So I just said that on the surface, I would change the fact that I'm still getting spiders because they're annoying. Well, what's annoying about the spiders? Now I'm going to answer that question. Well, here's why it's fucking annoying, because I'm in a wheelchair and I have a dog, and it's not safe for me to be getting dangerous spiders like black widows in my house. And now you would say, okay, so the black widows, then what do you think would happen to you or your dog if you were like bit by one of those, God forbid? So now, by asking them, so it's annoying because it's a safety hazard, like that could cause some serious health problems. What would happen, or what do you think would happen if you were bitten by one of those spiders? That's an emotional question. I don't fucking know, man. I imagine they're poisonous. I'd probably have diarrhea. I'd have to go to the hospital. Or if my dog got bit, I can't just rush him to the vet because I can't pick him up. How am I going to get him to the vet? So you see, that's going to elicit an emotional response. So now that I know spiders are the problem, the emotional response is, well, if I get bit by one of those fuckers, I could die or my dog could die. So now when I make a pitch later on, I can say, hey, remember how you said earlier on in our conversation that spiders were kind of like a big deal for you, and you're paying all of this money to have like the top tier service, but yet you're still getting these like black widows in your house? I think you even said that it was kind of annoying. Oh my God, dude, annoying is an understatement for what I'm having to deal with these spiders. Now I can transition into the pitch. Well, based on what you just said about dealing with spiders, man, I absolutely think we can help you. Most people who end up working with us are just like you. They get spiders coming into their house all the time, and no matter what pest control company they deal with. What we do for our customers is we have plant-based sprays that spray up 3 feet high, 3 feet wide, which gets them away from your house because they're not even going to want to come near it, because the stuff that we use, not only is it plant safe, but it's actually poisonous for these spiders, and they can smell that. And because they can smell it, they know it can kill them. They're not going to want to come near it, and therefore you are never going to have to deal with spiders. So by spraying this stuff on your house, we're going to put a protective barrier here, which means for you that you're not going to have to deal with these spiders getting in your house or around your house. Therefore, you can go to sleep at night knowing that no one's going to be hurt in your house. Now, there is a much better way to say that, because it's called the feature benefit, or the feature advantage benefit. So the feature is we're going to spray a 3 feet long and 3 feet wide barrier. The benefit of that is the spiders are going to be able to tell that it's poisonous and they're not going to want to come near it. Or the advantage is they're not going to want to come near it. And the benefit of having that so you, right, so the benefit of having that is so you can go to sleep at night knowing that you're never going to have spiders, or you're never going to have to try to kill a spider or deal with the spider being in your house, okay? So the transition there, I'm trying to do this for you guys, the transition there would be, well, we have like a 3-foot long and wide barrier, which is going to keep the spiders away from your house because they're going to smell it and they know it can kill them, so you can go to sleep at night knowing, right? So you can is that benefit. So in this video, what I've just done to you so far, I just walked you through several examples of how you can find a problem when with your sales process. Okay, now remember I said I used the pest control company, but you have to ask those 2 questions. What do you like about your current company? Oh, you like it? Well, I mean, it sounds like things are going fairly well for you. What would you change about it? Now, if you ask them that question, hey, I mean, do you like the company that you're working with? It's very possible that they're going to come out and say, no, I don't like the company I'm working with. They're absolute dog shit. Then you would just immediately say something like, oh, well, I mean, it can't be all doom and gloom. I mean, is there anything that you do like about them, or are they really that bad? Right? Because you want to get both sides. If they hate their company, you ask them why. Well, oh, okay, well, why don't you like them? And they tell you why. Then you want to ask them the question, well, I mean, it can't be all doom and gloom. Is there anything you do like about them? The idea is you know what they don't like, and now you know what they do like. So when you make your sales pitch, you can say, hey, we're still going to give you everything that you do like, but not only that, we're also going to fix the things that you don't like. See what I did there? So I just flipped the coin on that one. So if they like the company, if they like their company, the next question is going to be, what would you change? If they don't like the company, the next question is going to be, well, you got to like something about it. What is that? That is how you go about being a problem finder when it comes to sales. Also, too, you have to understand that when you do ask these questions, or when you ask any question, no matter what, you are always, always, always going to get a surface level response. It is up to you to try to get the emotional responses out of them. And you do that by asking questions, okay? So, for example, I'm 29 in a wheelchair, so you can say something like, hey man, what happened to you? Or what happened to you that put you in a wheelchair? Oh, I was hit by a drunk driver. Oh my gosh. And what's that done for you? What's like, how is your life different now? Bro, let me fucking tell you. Oh, okay. So other than things being like super difficult, your life's more expensive, obviously you need patience, it's much harder for you to live right now. I mean, has that affected you like mentally at all over the past 6 years? Or like, how are you living life now? The idea here is that keep asking questions to get them to open up and explain deeper into why being in a wheelchair fucking sucks. And I mean, it's not that bad. It sucks, but it's not that bad, okay? Or in this case, I told you I liked my company, but I didn't like that I still had spiders, all right? And then you ask questions to get me to tell you why I don't like the spiders and what having spiders is going to do for me in a negative way. So that's going to be the video, guys. Again, finding sales, the first thing you need to do is find a problem before you offer a solution. If you like this video, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions about sales that you want me to answer, leave them in the comments down below. And with that being said, guys, I'll talk to you soon.